Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Lover Pretend, continuing where we left off, still kind of in the prologue, just telling Kazuma about our job opportunity, from our professor, and we kind of cut it off in the middle of the scene, like after we saw that little flashback, just because we were over time, it's because I spend a lot of time messing around with the settings and whatnot. But anyway, and I have to edit those two pieces together, so not exactly sure how long we went over time, but I was like, with our luck, we're going to start here, and this will be like 2 lines, and then we'll be done. But if I had kept going, it would have taken another 20 minutes. So that is just the way things go for us. Anyway, Kazuma is shocked Pikachu right now. Kazuma stared at me wide-eyed as I finished my story, then pounded the table. Yo, isn't that literally your dream job? Why didn't you say yes? Shh, Kazuma, people can hear you. Oh, my bad. Sad face. But seriously, you're getting paid to learn. I don't see a downside. Yeah, but if I'm gonna be the screenwriter's assistant, I'll have to be on set, right? And if that's the case, I'm bound to run into him. Mr. Makino, I mean. If I'd been any other director, I would have agreed in an instant. But this time I had more than enough reason to hesitate. If I meet Mr. Makino, then I'll probably end up asking him the big question. Are you my father? Oh, so she thinks that he might be her father. Oh, okay. I know it's like we don't know who our father is, and like right away in the like when it was like, Mr. Makino, she's like, and then I was like, he's our dad, isn't he? But she thinks he might be. So. Oh, I see. I never knew my father. I grew up without even seeing a single photo of him, and it became normal for me. My family consisted of my mother, my grandmother, and myself. This is basically the plot line to Jane the Virgin, except for we're not going to get accidentally artificially inseminated by a drunk doctor and then fall in love with the hot hotel owner. You know what I'm just saying? Like, good show if you haven't watched it. I think it's on, is it Netflix or Hulu? It's on one of them. Yet my mom literally worked herself to death while I was still in elementary school. After she passed, Grandma raised me until she too passed away during my 2nd year of high school. Except for that doesn't happen in Jane the Virgin, but... okay. In Jane the Virgin, your mom and your grandma don't die, and in this, you don't get artificially inseminated by at your gynecologist appointment. So, whatever. There's some differences, but the mom, grandma, and me thing applies. Back then, Grandma told me something on behalf of my mother, who died before I learned much about her. She told me that Mom had been a screenwriter, that she'd only worked on a single film, and, considering my birthday, my father was probably involved with that film. He must have broken up with my mother before he knew she was pregnant with me. Maybe they weren't dating. Maybe your mom was just having some fun. Okay. Doesn't the premise of this game say that we are going to go to the thing and all the boys are going to be there and they're all children of people who worked on the film? So, is this going to be, accidental incest? Are we going to, date our brother? Listen. I'm banking it being, Harumi because he is voiced by the same VA that did Noritsune and Birushana, and there was a lot. Oh, actually, it could very well be Kazuma because Makoto Furukawa was also, he actually voiced our actual brother, not real brother, but he voiced our brother character. Oh, dear God. Yeah, so I'm just saying, there's a lot of, But it basically said, all these guys were, right? Where was it in the thing? The young men are all, no, wait. Yeah, he was basically involved in it, blah, blah, blah. The production crew are all sons of the men who worked on that very program. The one that your mother got impregnated on, basically. So I'm just saying, You shouldn't be falling in love with anybody. Oh, you're the son of that guy? Oh, okay. Wait, do you know? Just because they know who their mom is doesn't mean their dad wasn't screwing around. I'm just saying this has potential to turn into something wildly inappropriate. I'm going to guess that's not the case because I feel like we would have gotten a trigger warning on this, but I'm just saying, game, I've played enough Atome games that it's not going to bother me, to be honest with you. Let me tell you something. It wasn't 8 years ago when we started. It was 8 years ago when I started this YouTube journey, but it wasn't 8 years ago when we started playing Atome games. I really need to go back and look at when we first played Amnesia Memories, because that was basically like the first one we played here. That and Mystic Destinies were the two first Atome games we ever played in the channel, and I basically really ever played. And I think we were playing them both at the same time. But like, the difference of, how dare you? What is this? To like, oh, okay, you got a cage for me? Sure, you're my brother? Whatever. The debauchery has just grown immensely, and we live fully in the trash. Okay, now. So, like, I'm here for it. You're like, the trash characters back then, oh, hell no, I was not having that. Now I'm like, I'll get in the cage. I don't care if you're my brother. Woohoo! You know what I mean? Like, it's just... Look, it's why I'm here for the teacher-student dynamic going on. Just don't do the age thing. It's like weird. It's, I mean, it'd be weirder if we were like a teenager, you know. But like, who didn't watch the Harry Potter movies? Going like, if I were going to this school, Snape and I would be doing some shit in the closet. That's all I'm saying. I love Alan Rickman. Oh God, poor, and I miss him. But you know, I loved him to death, quite literally, and beyond. Honestly, but. You know, so you can't put Alan Rickman in any role and me not be like, I know he's trash, but I'm here for it. Like, the man was amazing, so. And I'm just saying, so, I mean, I guess I really shouldn't be grudging age differences, but they just make it seem creepy. They just have to harp on it. I guess it's because it's like, there's the kink, we're gonna harp on it. It's like, yeah, but it's not a kink, it's weird. Stop it. Anyway, Kazuma knew my complicated family history. Thinking he played with his spoon. Oh, I just can't wait for one of these to, like, I really hope one of the weird misunderstandings that comes up in one of the routes is like, oh my God, you might be my brother, and then be like, oh, thank God you're not, because, man, that otherwise making out with you would have been weird. And get why you're scared. You could suddenly run into your birth father. Yeah. I mean, you still want to find your dad, don't you? This could be your chance to do that, too. If you let it slip by, who knows when you'll get another shot. You're right, I know that, but I just... My own feelings aside, I wonder how my dad feels about it. He probably doesn't even know I exist. Maybe he does. That would be douchey. I really hope he doesn't, so that we have a touching father-daughter reunion moment. One of the only 2 times I can remember crying on this channel. Not gonna spoil that, but like... I swear to God there was a 3rd time, but I can't really remember it. I've cried, like... How dare you make me ugly cry, and then I'm like, oh my God, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, kind of cry. Usually I don't, but I'm just saying, I want that though. I want to know that we existed and now we're together. I want that beautiful, touching moment. Anyway, one thing to doubt myself, but I don't want to suddenly show up in his life. What if he says something cruel, like he never wanted to find out about Mom and me? My heart won't be able to take it. We both went silent for a while. I vacantly brought a spoonful of whipped cream to my mouth. What had tasted so delicious before was now a heap of flavorless goo. Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to push the issue. Don't let it get you down. Kazuma drained the rest of his glass of water, then let out a hearty chuckle as if to dispel the gloomy atmosphere. Well, that aside, I'm pretty curious about Makino's new film. There's gonna be a big-name actors at the auditions, right? You might get to see celebrities up close. Come on, Kazuma. It's a job, not a vacation. Neither of us was interested in chasing the latest trends, so we probably said that to take my mind off things. Kazuma might seem flippant, but he can be pretty considerate sometimes. Speaking of celebrities, I'm sure you see some at your own job. I read in a magazine that your agency caters to people in show business. I mean, yeah, but the more experienced stylists take care of those customers. I'm basically just an assistant. I love his little pout face. My favorite thing. He's like an angry little cupcake. Look at him. And he's not even like the angry character. He's just like, just angry. I'd love to work on a famous artist or a model bound for a runway at a Paris Fashion Week. My time will come. I'm sure you'll get your chance if you work hard enough. Sure, I guess. But real talk, if you become a pro writer, you'll probably be rubbing elbows with actors and entertainers pretty often. Isn't there anyone you want to meet? Maybe someone you've seen on TV? Huh? Not really. Girl! Tom Hiddleston, right there. Let's go. I could list a handful of Japanese voice actors, but I mean, we said TV or movies, right? They do those stage things sometimes. Like, watching those Black Butler ones where all of them, except for Jun Fukuyama, okay. Jun Fukuyama whore over here. I love the man to death. Like, we've been saying, I gotta stop saying that today. I don't know. But I love him so much, and he's just never on those when they do, like, the New Year's Eve things. It was, like, from 2015. But, like, I still love watching them. I find them randomly on YouTube, and I'm like, yes. And they're just, like, reading, like, the most inappropriate, like, the artwork that goes with. Like, some of them are just a little kinky up in here, and I'm cool with it. Like, I love it so much. He is never in any of those events, and it makes me so sad. It's like, June, what are you doing? You gotta come to these events. I need to stare at you more, and I need more Grell in my life. Shana was fun, because I got to romance him. That's why we play Tears of Themis, so we can poke Finn. Anyway, I'm not really a fan of anyone in particular, but if I could meet anyone... She's gonna say it's her dad. Before my grandmother died, she told me about a memento my mother had left behind. It was a collection of her unpublished works. Reading through them, I discovered the pen name my mother had been working under. Paper trail led me to one film in particular. The script was the only one she'd written that was ever filmed. The 2-hour film aired about half a year before I was born. I'd done some amateur sleuthing to find out when the production took place and who had been involved with it. Who on the crew would have had contact with the pseudonym's rookie screenwriter? The pseudonymous rookie screenwriter. I'm like, what? Okay, I didn't read that. Apparently, despite her close involvement with the filming, she'd almost never been on set. Since she wouldn't have interacted with the crew all that much, that narrowed it down to a few men. The lead actor, the producer, and the director. Oh no! I mean, I'm going to assume it's the director unless... Oh god! I just dropped my freaking remote. I'm sorry. I was dangling it over the arm of my thing and I just dropped it. But isn't Eiichiro like the son of an actor or somebody? I don't know, but maybe not. I really hope the other people that worked on it, their sons are the ones who are going to fake date, right? I really hope none of them are the child of the actor, the producer, or the director, because then it's gonna... Well, then it would spoil the... You know what I mean? It's probably the director. Unless we don't know. Oh, flashback. Is it a flashback? Are we... we took the job. Voice actor. Is it really a voice? Anyway. I don't know if it's supposed to be a man or... Hey! Where's camera 2? We're not getting any audio or visuals. Isn't Watamori here yet? This is his 3rd time as a guest. I just got in touch with his manager. Their taxi's stuck in Shibuya traffic, so they'll be late to the studio. Riku Nishijima, actor, talented protege actor, 25. Okay, so, okay. So, okay, it was Riku who's dad. Okay, not Eiichiro. Anyway, so he's the son, so it's not going to be the main actor because we wouldn't be dating Riku. He'd be our brother. That's... Oh, look, I'm here for it. But I highly doubt the game's going to go down that trail. You know what I'm saying? So, that would also be really weird. But anyway. How's the shooting going? I pitched you for the lead role in Makino's new film. Good luck at the audition. I'll send you the details soon, so take a look. Oh, I figured Riku was gonna have, like, the deep voice, just because nobody else kind of was going to fit anyway. Dad, nobody asked you to do that. I told him so many times not to book me for any big jobs this year. Oh, also, CG, sorry. I feel like I keep forgetting when they pop up because I'm not used to them. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Anyway, you can also go back and rewind so then you can see the little thing that pops up because, like, I did read the protege thing and I think it's at 25, but... Nishijima? Nishijima. Thank you for coming, Mr. Nishijima. The rest of the cast will be here soon, so we'll start shooting once makeup is done. Oh, look how cheerful and pretty he is when he just perked up. Alright, thank you for letting me know. We're so sorry for the wait. Mr. Watamori has a habit of being late to other venues, too. There's no helping that. He's a regular on so many shows, even a slight change of plans must be tough to deal with. I suppose so, but what about you, Mr. Nishijima? Nishijima? Nishijima is going to be so fucking hard to say. I'm sorry. I'm just apologizing now. I'm going to mumble it. Didn't you come straight here from another event? Yeah, I had a photo shoot first thing in the morning. Still, it gave me time to go over the script on the way here. I'm impressed. The acting blood must really run in your family. I imagine your father's quite strict when it comes to this sort of work. I don't know if I'd say that. I do feel like I could cause problems for a lot of people if I don't take my profession seriously, though. I always try to keep that in mind. I should be doing everything I can every day. So diligent for one so young. If only your fellow actors were equally professional. Ah, this is no time to be whining. I'll come get you once we're ready. All right, thanks. And then he goes back. He's like, oh, god damn it. Strict day. Got it backwards. He wouldn't bat an eye over being chronically late. In his eyes, everyone exists to it. Oh, everyone else exists to serve him, even his son. He sees nothing wrong with using his own family. Actually, Okay, it's the director. He's definitely our dad. Oh my god, it's a Pio Fiore poster in the background! I was like, is that Gil? Oh wait, I'm sorry, I hit that by accident. Oh no, it was just blank, blank, blank. Okay. Well, I can't see the one next to it on the other. I can't see the other one further down. But like, woo! Right at the moment, Pio Fiore is 1926 is going up in tandem with this. So, I mean, if you're watching this like months down the road, it's not, you know. But like at the time I'm recording this, and at the time this is going live, that's going up in parallel. So that's pretty fun. I love that so much. It's so funny. This photo shoot is until 8 p.m. Once you're done, there'll be a party at the office. Would you mind eating lunch in the car on the way? Hey, Yukito, are you listening? Oh, here we go. He's so beautiful. Yukito Sena, 24 model, womanizing ladies man. Which is what, okay, I'm sorry. The first time I saw him, I was like, he gets the Lupin treatment because the Lupin is the man whore voice. And it's like, ladies man, like whatever. And it's like, oh, so perfect. Perfect character voice. Sometimes you can peg him, you know what I mean? I gotcha. A mixer after we're done, right? Where at? That's not what I said! I heard you. I was just kidding. God, those office parties are such a drag, though. Can't you just go in my place and ring me about it later? Can't do that. President's orders. For real? Did they tell you why? I don't need another lecture. Think it's gonna be about auditions, you know, for Makino's new movie? Huh? Well, that's a pretty big deal. Why am I even involved? I've only had easy gigs so far, like cameo appearances and some comic relief roles. Beats me. Maybe it's just big news for the whole agency. I mean, we've transitioned a few models into acting before. You're not interested in that sort of thing, are you, Yukito? No worries, I'm not planning on turning you into an actor. I see. Oh, Yukito! No? Yukito? No? Probably Yukito. Whatever. Hey, Yukito! Wanna go clubbing after work? Yukito? I'm not really sure where the enunciation goes, but we'll just go with whatever. My photo shoot tomorrow got canceled, so I was thinking about partying all night. Really? Sure, I'm down. Is everyone going? Oh, I just wanted it to be the two of us. It doesn't have to be a club, you know. Well, look who's a naughty girl. Well, what if I leave halfway? If it's you, I don't mind. Decisions. Now hang on a second, Yukido. I heard that. We're already on the chopping block. If you disobey a direct order from the president, our heads will roll. That's so. It doesn't bother me, really. Although I guess I'd feel pretty bad if my poor, sweet manager got fired, too. Look at him winking, the little slut. I love it. You heard him. Sorry. Maybe some other time. What? Fine, but you better come next time. Sure. Next time ask me when my manager isn't around. Girls these days. That reminds me, didn't a cheating scandal blow up around some idol the other day? Don't play with fire, Yukito. I don't need another ulcer. Hey, have you ever seen me screw up that badly in my private life? I take my work seriously. No, but the way you act riles up the people around you. Happens every time. Please consider the consequences of your behavior. Yeah, got it. Look at his little pout face, too! I'm not so sure about that. An audition, huh? I like it. Okay, so it's definitely like... Oh my god. Oh no. No, is one of the other ones his child? You're always like this! Always trampling all over my feelings! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, one of them can't... None of them are gonna be our dad. If, like, Harumi is... I didn't realize... Wait, was that Harumi's last name? I never paid attention to their last names. Like, hold on a second. Oh yeah, Harumi Makino. Duh! Okay. So, it can't be any of them unless one of them's adopted. I'm just saying. Harumi Makino, 21, college student, movie director Yuzo Makino's son. Why? Why did you kill Mom? It's none of your business! Children should keep their traps shut and obey their parents! That's bullshit! It's not just Mom! Do you know how many people have suffered because of you? You better have a damn good reason! Answer me, Dad! This is not how I expected this movie to go, but okay. Oh, look, he's crying! Also, there's a CG of him. Did I forget? I'm sorry. I told you that I'd be really good about telling you, and I've been really bad in this game. I'm normally really good. It's just because I'm not expecting them to come up not in the routes, and they just keep coming up, and you'd think I'd be used to it after like an hour, but no. This won't work. He shouldn't expect anything from his father. Okay, so the protagonist is a dude. Okay, sorry. Well, anyway. After all, for a long time I don't need to follow your orders! I'll never succumb to the likes of you! It doesn't matter how many times you try to stop me! My life only belongs to me! Look at him looking away. Yeah, this protagonist is so strong. People like him are the ones who change the world. Lee, I could talk like that. Maybe I could change too. He's got the more soft boy kind of look and everything, but with an attitude instead of like normal like Orlock soft boy. It's more the whatever. I've got the soft boy, but with an attitude kind of twist. So, phew. When his is like a tree, I didn't notice Yukito or Riku's things. That was interesting, but I couldn't really focus on the content. Hey, look over there! Isn't that Harumi? Oh my god, it's him! Like, he's the most lolly of the boys, but he's still super pretty. But he's like the most adorable of them, and even he's not in the lolly boy territory, it's just he's slightly cuter, like cutesier, but like, still beautiful. Especially like the hair and the eye, like, I'm here for it. Even though he's slightly bowl cut, like, he's not my favorite, like, when you look at him right away, like, yes, but there is still something kind of, like, just adorably beautiful about him. So like I'm not opposed to him. You know what I mean? Like there's always a love interest like, oh, they'll be a great route and a character, but I'm not into dating them. Like, I'm actually okay with him. He's on that like, you know. Also, if you're voiced by the same voice actor did Noritsune, who was the gold standard of all Otome routes ever, who is the cutesy boy character and yet literally had the best route in any Otome game ever. Best human ever. Not my favorite love interest, but like wins an honorable spot in the Man Harem Tower just because, my god, every route should look up to being like him. It was just amazing. Like, just chef's kiss. Perfection. Like, just, he's just an overall wonderful human being, okay? And like, it was just the way they wrote him, just the character himself, you know, more than just than the route, you know what I mean? But like, good God. Still, Tomomori is my favorite in Birishona because Jun Fukuyama, so just saying. I don't care how big of a trash pile he is. He had the voice, that's all that matters. Anyway. Rumi! Fancy running into you here. Oh, you're from school. Hello. Did you just come from the movie theater? What did you see? Oh, wait, let me guess. What came out recently? That movie about Queen Elizabeth, right? You lived in England, didn't you? Oh, yes. Wait, it's still in theaters? I thought they only played anime and old sci-fi movies here. There's no way Harumi watches anime, stupid! Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Oh, look how sad he looks! Oh my god, he was so watching an anime! And, oh... You know, it did say in his little character bio that, Otome Kitten, childhood friend for Kazuma and Genki. Harumi, BB gentleman, love him so much, must protect at all costs, but also secretly otaku. Here you go. I love that for him, and I love that for us. Yukito is playboy with layers. You're meow meow. Okay. So I saw the playboy with layers, I'm like, I gave him the right voice then. Riku is just ... and then the comedy and tragedy masks emoji. Rom-com angst. Interesting. Ichiro sensei route. Secret route, but not really. I like a secret route, but not really. Oh my god, he's our dad. Kidding. Actually, Huh? Then what? Oh, maybe that sci-fi action flick people have been talking about since it came out last month. He looks so sad. Look at him. Oh my god. I'm with Otome Kitten. We need to protect him. Okay, stop it. Don't make fun of our little otaku nerd. He's just us at heart, okay? I actually really like that they kind of threw that. I loved that Il in Cafe Enchanté was like a freaking Otome nerd. We need more boys like that in games. Wasn't a huge fan of him in general, or that game, to be honest. We had fun playing it, but like afterward, it's one of those games that you're like, I have fun at the time, but then after you let it settle and you're like, yeah, no, I'm gonna put that one away and just pretend we didn't play it. Like, you know what I mean? We have fun playing them. But when they're done, there's games that you were like, I will never forget you, game. I will take you with me, my Switch and or my Vita everywhere I go. Because my Vita fits in my Switch case, so that's perfect. You know, and I got all my games in there that are like, ooh, 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 I'll pop this one in and just play random things. That is not one of them. That's in its case on the shelf. Basically never to be seen or heard from again. Even if I love Miser. I really do love him. But, anyway. But I love the fact that Il was like totally into Otome games. You're like, I love that for you and us. So I kind of love the otaku thing. Like, I love that for you and us. So. It's been really popular with some cinephiles despite having a no-name director. It's still playing in small theaters. See me? I'm like so smart, Harumi. You should date me. Wow, you know a lot about it. I had no idea. I just love keeping my ear to the ground and saying anything that'll impress boys like Harumi. Excuse me, ladies. I have business I must attend to. Wait, Harumi! I really like how the background is like this like sepia tone, like old style, and then you just think the sweet shop looks like it's like neon in comparison. Even though it's very faded, muted colors, it still looks neon compared to everything else. I really like the old, like, sepia tone kind of background thing they got going on. And then him just standing out in his, like, neon pastel. I'm sure of it. Never be like the main character in that movie. Because I don't have the courage. Oh my god, we're playing the Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz, the game. You have an awful lot of buttons going on your pants, or are you wearing a skirt? Like, what's happening here? I'm into it. It's a weird mess of things going on. And I know that's like the collar of his vest, that's the red and white stripe, but I feel like he's wearing an Olympic medal around his neck. I feel like I should see a medal at the bottom of him. I'm like, oh no, that's just the border of his vest. Like, the outfit choice is baffling because he's got like the seafoam sweater, but the red, white, and blue black vest, and then like whatever the pants are going on. Like, color combo's strange, but I'm pat him on his head and we'll take care of him. It's fine. Pause, rewind. Oh, that time it didn't do the pause rewind thing. So now we've met all of our love interests. Teach him. We'll teach him, give him courage. And he'll teach us love. Anyway, I feel like this background is very familiar. Doesn't it? It reminds me of our apartment in Collar Xmelis. Kind of. I might, I mean, you know what I mean? This was very similar. Anyway, it was nice catching up after so long. We totally lost track of time. You didn't have to walk me all the way home, Kazuma. Hey, it never hurts to be careful. It's been kind of dangerous lately. You're like kind of a lady, so make sure you keep an eye out. I am a lady! That's the spirit. If you can snap like that, you must be feeling better. You're kind of like a lady. I am one. That's the spirit. What the hell? I was just trying to see if we could see his pants, but he's wearing like a really long 1986 sweater. I mean, seriously, Cyndi Lauper called and wants her wardrobe back, Kazuma. Actually, she called and said, never mind, it's not 1986 anymore, you can keep it. I don't hate his outfit, but I'm just saying it's a little 80s. After we left the cafe, we did some fun stuff around the train station to shake off the somber mood. We didn't exactly shop, we just browsed stores and enjoyed each other's company. Okay, all I could think of, because I know someone's saying it. You're thinking it, you might not have typed it yet, but you're thinking of it, me making fun of their fashion, and you're like, okay, but like amnesia. I'm here for all the buckles and straps and snaps, and the thigh-high boots, and the two different boots, and like, all the crazy shenanigans that went into those outfits, okay? There was some Final Fantasy going on in those outfits, and nobody is complaining. We're all complaining, because they were just ridiculous, but like, I'm here for it. Also, their legs were 82 feet long, and their fingers were like goddamn tentacles. So, like, what the hell? Like, you're gonna make fun of their outfits when you see those, like, claw fingers? Come on. Like, give me a break. I love it, though. But, like, I think my favorite thing that I had ever seen anywhere was someone likening their outfits to looking like they rolled in the bargain bin at a Hot Topic, and that's just what they came out with. Like, I can't get that mental image out of my head, and it's very apropos. It works, it's true, and I still love it. But I'm still gonna make fun of their outfits in here. I love them, don't get me wrong. Like, they're fun and unique, but like, the 80s did call. We didn't exactly shop, we just browsed stores and enjoyed each other's company. Then we got carried away at a bowling alley offering unlimited games, playing till our arms ached. Bird, stop! He uses his arms a lot for work, doesn't he? I hope he's not sore tomorrow. Kazuma had paid for everything as promised. Feeling guilty, I repeatedly offered to go halfsies, but Kazuma had insisted on covering it all himself. He did cheer me up, though. I needed to thank him. Yeah, like, okay, this cheerful, happy sprite is my least favorite of them, because he looks crazy. Kind of like the way we looked in the naming thing, like, I'll stare into your soul, and he's like, I'm gonna eat you. Like, this looks like a zombie face. It's my least favorite of the sprites because it's slightly terrifying. Like, I'm not like, God, this is awful. I'm like, this is kind of, it's funny. It's amusing, but it's still terrifying. Why don't we call it a day? We can hang out again when we both get time off. Yeah, and hey, thanks for today. Somewhat reluctantly, I turned to leave. Then, Spacey, huh? Are we getting another CG? Oh no, he's pushing us. Why did he push us? For an instant, I felt something touch my back. Warm, strong hands caressed me from behind, then gently pushed me forward. Kazuma? What was that just now? I just gave you a push. A push? What? That's actually cute. I like the cinematic effect that it had, when like they just said doot doot, her like kind of tipping forward a little bit. Like, I love this. He didn't give us a metaphorical push; he gave us a literal one. Cute. Do you remember what you did for me when we started our last year of high school? Our senior year. Could you remind me? Nah, it's fine if you don't remember. Back then I lost my way and you gave me a push just like this. So this time it's my turn. Good luck. Don't give up. Good luck and don't fuck it up. We're about to lip sync for our lives. Oh god. Lost all the family I'd ever known, but I still had a close friend to cheer me on. That alone was enough to dispel the dark cloud looming over my heart. Thanks, Kazuma. Okay, I normally don't like the best friend route, or like the bro dude kind of characters, like he's the best friend / the bro dude, but like, so far, I mean, I know we're just in the very beginning, but I kind of like him already, you know? So, I'm home. I knew there was no one waiting for me, but I said it anyway and plopped down on a cushion. It had been 4 years since Grandma passed away. I'd grown accustomed to coming back to an empty house long ago, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't feel lonely. I don't know why they made our bed look like a crib. Grandma, I gave it my all again today. Gazing at their photos, I quietly pressed my hands together in prayer. 9 years had already passed since my mother died, and my mental image of her was starting to fade. But whenever I brought my hands together like this, my mind was flooded with memories. Aww, little baby us CG! And this time the saucer eyes really work for children. Hey, Mom, why don't I have a dad? Aww, look, we're so cute. Well, your father has a very important job to do, so I might never see him again. But you know, your mom and dad were truly blessed to have met each other, and to have had you. Huh? You can't see him, but you're happy that you met him? Yes. It's a little hard to explain, but when you fall in love someday, I'm sure you'll understand. That's why you have to do your best. Only you have the power to choose your own path. It definitely can't be one of those 3 guys, because... those 3 men. Because, like, then, again, one of them... that means they basically cheated on their wife. Because Riku would have already been born. I mean, okay, it's possible if Makino is our father, that, like, he fell in love with our mother, and then he married Harumi's mom and had him. Or Harumi is not his actual son. Oh my god. Like, Makino is our dad, and then we're like, so Harumi's my brother? And he's like, no, actually, his mom was already pregnant with him. Totally not his bio dad, but I just raised him like my own kid, you know? Very well. Because otherwise, our mom was sleeping with a married man. Because Riku's older than us, so he was already born before we were conceived. And I think Yukito was too, so... I will say this, though. If you're serious about pursuing your dream, then you need to put in the effort. An opportunity like this won't wait for you. Sometimes you need to take a leap of faith to move forward. Or get pushed. You're right, Mom. Only I can choose my own future. I gingerly stroked my mom's picture as her words resonated in my heart. I've never met my father. I don't know his name or his face. He has his own life. Maybe even his own family. Even so, I want to know the truth. It is funny that our mom never told us our dad's name. No. What's my dad's name? Never mind you. I quietly reached for the remote, just as I'd done many, many times before. Once more, I watched the story my mother had crafted, trying to glean how she'd met my father. The drama that my mother wrote the script for was titled Pretend to Love. Pretend to Love. The drama the protagonist's mother wrote. It's a special made for TV film that fit in a 2-hour time slot and was broadcast on TV a little before the protagonist was born. It was also released on DVD and is still available today. You guys go find that on Amazon if you want. Just kidding. As I watched the credits roll, I quietly spoke one thought aloud. There has to be one of these people. Are we getting the intro credit now? I kind of... Nope. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. I gotta turn the music off because I'm sure this will be copyrighted. And I can't skip it. It won't let me click. So I'm sorry you don't get to hear the theme song, but I can't take any risks. It's usually fine if they just, like, you can't monetize videos because of it. That's cool with me, that's fine. YouTube tends to demonetize all my videos because I swear anyway, so, like, whatever. But I just don't want to take the risk. I've had instances where we've had other ones where we've had the theme song in and it's literally been, like, banned. Like, you can't even post it, and I've had to go back and, like, edit it out, so I don't take any risks with copyrighted music. We just kind of it. But you can see all of our and those were those were probably the guys that could be our dads. Also, I do want to point out though that Mao sings the lyrics for this song, and like freaking every Otome game ever. I swear to God, she's everywhere. I think her main job is just singing Otome game theme songs and like end credit songs, because I swear every time I catch one, I'm like, she's always singing it. Like, or she's the one writing it. I figured when that's true, it could be lyrics. She might not be the artist, maybe. I don't know. Okay, if that's not the singer, then it could be a he, but I don't know. But anyway, they're the person that like does all of these. Whether it's the woman singing it or somebody writing it. I don't remember. I don't know, but like anyway, episode 1, it's so funny. I'm just like, damn. Got their fingers in all these Otome games. It's actually a good song though. Maybe I'm a little too early. Anyway, we're in episode 1 now. You saw that. I checked my watch. We weren't due to meet for another 15 minutes. Morning rush hour had passed, but the train station was still pretty packed. Just didn't see the person I was waiting for. Judo? Realizing it might be a good idea to be a little more prepared, I searched Yuzo Makino on my phone. Yuzo Makino, 52 years old. He's a famous director who has received many awards. Currently, he works mostly on movies, but he also directs TV shows. He was the director for Pretend to Love, which was written by the protagonist's mother. He has one son, Harumi, and his marriage to an actress was popular news back in the day. I've looked him up countless times already. Even did it last night. Maybe just once more before we meet in person. I'm nervous enough about going to a film studio for the first time, but I'll also be meeting Mr. Makino. I'm assuming those 3 men that they show quickly in the intro kind of thing, because you couldn't see their names, is probably the 3 men we think could be our dads. Oh my God, this is so funny. We're pretending to date the sons of men that we're trying to suss out if they're our father. This is weird. I feel like that should have been in there somewhere on the like synopsis. And you're dating the sons of the men who worked on the film, who also you think one of them might be your dad. Ooh, I'm gonna assume none of them are. Or our dad is gonna be like Makino when we're in somebody else's route, but then when we're in Harumi's, it would be somebody else. You know what I mean? Like our dad's always different depending on the love interest we choose, because that would be weird. But I'm just saying they can't be our dad, or one of them is not the father of the guy that we're going to date, because I'm just saying we're going to date our half-brother. I feel like that should have been flagged in the guide, you know? Anyway. Oh, I thought I'd come early, but I didn't expect you to beat me to the punch. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Miss Ueda. Oh no, I just got here too. Huh. Talk about a cliche exchange. Cliche exchange. Sorry, did you wait long? No, I just got here. A common exchange when meeting up with someone. It's a cliche exchange for couples in love. Oh, well, we're gonna romance you later, buddy. Don't worry. Please put your glasses back on, though. I'm just saying, I've never seen him with glasses, so when he had them on in the CG, I was like, oh! I'm gonna need you to wear those a little more often, sexy. I suppose we should get going. Are you ready? Yes, thank you. Today's the day! The sun is shining! The tank is clean! Ugh. Chose to do this, but I'm a bundle of nerves. Listen, everything always comes back to Little Mermaid and Finding Nemo. I can't help it. Look, there he is with his glasses! I love it. Please let me be your assistant. Maybe he only wears it when he's in professor mode. 1 week had passed since I accepted Asagi's offer. The onboarding process had gone smoothly. Today, my mentor was bringing me to the film studio that would serve as the production hub so I could meet everyone. There's going to be a production meeting today, right? Should a rookie like me even be there? The backgrounds are really pretty. And I kind of like how they're soft on the edge. Like they've got the, I don't remember what the name of that effect is. You know what I mean? Where they kind of like fuzz out. Oh. God, I know what the name is, but anyway. I like it. It makes them like softer, but they're just really ethereal. This one especially, I don't know. Of course. Starting today, you're officially part of the crew. Part of a film crew. Still doesn't feel real. I'll do my best to not embarrass you. You don't have to be so stiff. We're just having a little chat, face to face. Aside from Makino, there's only one other person coming. Although, he might be a bit of a problem. How so? You'll understand once you meet him. Why the awkward pause? My mentor smiled reassuringly, and I matched his stride, stealing my resolve once more. Is it your dad? Everybody else's dad's on this set! First and foremost, I need to do my job seriously. Then I can start looking for my father. Since I'll be on the crew, I'm bound to have a chance to speak with the director. Even if it turns out that Mr. Makino isn't my father, he might know something that could help me with my search. And I wonder if he knows our mother's real name, you know what I mean? So if we're like, oh yeah, Spacey Uedo, and he's like, oh! I mean, you know, I'm assuming that we're not the only people named Uedo in all of freaking Japan, but... You already know the gist of things, but shall we go over the situation again before we arrive? It may calm your nerves. He noticed? I'd appreciate that. It's because we're sweating bullets, girl. At this stage, we've assembled a portion of the production crew, including me. The same goes for the cast. I believe you're familiar with this setup, but we'll be called Team Makino. Team Makino. Team Makino. A general name for the actors and staff who work on Director Makino's titles. Starting today, our busiest job is going to be auditions for the lead role. We won't be making the casting decisions right away. We're going to need multiple auditions to narrow down the candidates. Speaking of, have we already decided on the image for the lead actor? To an extent, yes. What do you mean? The overall story structure and characters are already written, but some of the details might shift depending on how these auditions go. And there's a supporting character who serves as the protagonist's sidekick. And we discover someone especially gifted among the lead, supporting and bit part candidates, we may create dual leads. Dual leads, when a single title has 2 main leads. I can't say how things will turn out until the auditions are over. Sounds like we're playing it by ear. Doesn't that mean you'll have to do all the heavy lifting? Realize that, have ya? I can't officially move forward with the script until we get through this part. And there aren't going to be any dramatic revisions at this point, as the backbone of the story is already in place. But what happens next will depend entirely on the director and our candidates. Does Mr. Makino always work like this? Well, I'd say it depends on the project. Some directors prefer this method of filmmaking. Makino's done some things like this before, but this might be the first time that so much is riding on the auditions specifically. I'll try to make things easier for you then. Thanks. I'll be counting on you. Of course. Glorious Nova! Professor Asagi and I made small talk while we walked, and before long we'd arrived. The large studio was nestled on a street with very little foot traffic. This hallway is, like, vivid. I like it. Okay, so it was just him, maybe because it was a slight... No, but it wasn't a flashback. It was like... But they did that phasing out, like the, it starts with a V. Oh my god, doesn't it? Oh god, I just had it in my head. It was like, it's the... And then I disappeared. Oh, crap. Anyway. But now this is, like, bright! Pardon me. I'm Asagi, the screenwriter. Come on in! I have no idea who's saying that, so whatever. Yeah, see, and then this one's got it. It's not vintage. I swear to God, it's anyway. I'll think of it no sooner do we stop, but it's gonna drive me crazy. First impressions are everything. I've got to make a proper introduction. I'm probably gonna trip over a damn chair. I felt myself standing a little straighter as we entered the meeting room. Good morning. There you are, Ichiro. Finally. Hanai, it's been a while. This man is so tall. Oh wait, no, okay. He's one of the guys in the very beginning, but like, he doesn't look like he'd be old enough to be anybody. Well, he's definitely not Makino, but like, and I don't think Hanai's was the name of anyone else's, but like, he doesn't look old enough to be anybody's dad. But I mean, he's pretty good looking, so I'm here for this. Anyway. Takaya Hanai. Anyway. Did you get taller? Hit another growth spurt, maybe? Oh my god, and there's a CG! Hey, please stop mussing up my hair. Oh my god, this is so cute. Don't be a stranger. You always liked a good head rub. Back in the day, you were so puny you could fit in my hands. I didn't meet you until I was in junior high, so I highly doubt I was that small. Damn, you remembered. Oh, say that gal you've brought with you. She's a student you mentioned, right? Has he been talking about me? Yes, that would be me. It's a pleasure to meet you. Would you happen to be Takaya, right? Hanai? The famous actor? Ah, so you heard of me. Gotta say, it's nice seeing the ladies still know who I am. Takaya Hanai, 40. He's supposed to be 40! Oh, he's got a slight little line by his eye. Look, he's got the slight, tiny little crease in front of his eye right there, right there. Yeah, you see that? That's the wrinkle. That shows he's 40. I'm sorry. God damn. All right, I'm here for this. Usually, I'm not gonna lie, bravo game. He doesn't look like he's old enough to be anybody's dad. Absolutely could be. Okay. Could have like a teenage child. He could have a 20-year-old child. He could be freaking what's-his-names. He could be Harumi's dad, okay? But like, I'm just saying, the fact that in an Otome game, which fits into the anime genre, they did not draw a 40-year-old like they looked basically fucking dead. I mean, I get it's because he's an actor and he's probably had Botox or whatever, but I'm just saying, bravo, I'm okay with it. They always assume... I'm surprised freaking Ichiro wasn't kind of already drawn looking half dead because he's over 30. So it's like, you get over 30 and you're supposed to look really... You're like, are you this character's dead? Oh no, you're only 30. And then by the time you hit 40, you're basically dead and everybody else after that is literally skeletons. I'm just saying, so... Props to the fact that this man is fine as shit. And it's supposed to be 40. And barely looks any older than anybody else. I'm here for that. Anyway. Of course I knew who he was. His fame stretched across generations of movie buffs. And I was rarely cast as the lead, but he was a veteran supporting actor who'd played all kinds of roles, from sidekicks to criminals. Supporting actor. Actors who play side characters or supporting roles in movies, TV shows, plays, etc. You don't say. Lately, he'd been in a lot of Makino productions. My name is Spacey Ueda. I'm one of Professor Asagi's students. No need to be so stiff. Let's all take it easy, little missy. Little missy? Really? Call me Mr. Hanai, in the sweetest voice you can muster. Oh, he's a little bit of a whore, huh? I like it. Or maybe follow me in the good professor's footstep and call me Big Bro instead. Follow in the professor, not me, whatever. Big Bro? I don't remember ever calling you that. Please stop teasing her. You know, forcing someone to be too friendly with you is a form of harassment, too. Heaving a sigh, Professor Asagi turned to me. I love how he's so vexed by this man. Things went a bit off the rails there, so allow me to introduce you properly. This man is Takaya Hanai, veteran actor, and behind him is... Takaya Hanai, 40 years old. He's a popular supporting actor who plays all sorts of side characters. When he first started, he appeared in a TV show by director Makino, which kick-started his career. Sorry, I sometimes forget tour guide Spacey voice. Look, there's our maybe dad, but probably not. Anyway. Yuzo Makino, I'm the director. I've heard about you from Ichiro. 52, movie director, acclaimed movie director. Oh.
Apparently this is your first time on location. It's a valuable learning experience, so try to make the most of it.
So this is Mr. Makino. He would have been the man with the megaphone for Mom's film, Pretend to Love. And he might be my...
This is Oeda. I think you should greet him.
Oh, excuse me. I'm Spacey Ueda, one of Professor Asagi's students. I'll do my very best to learn as much as I can from you all.
Ueda... What's wrong, director? Shocked that little 8-year-old of all people managed to bring in such an adorable student?
Why, of all people?
No, that isn't...
Before the director could finish, there was a... knock at the door. Excuse me! Not sure who it is, so... Ah. I like how he doesn't have a color or a symbol, because we don't know who he is, but we know who he is, you know what I mean? I've printed out the list of applicants. They're divided into candidates with or without acting experience.
Thanks.
Is that the producer? He's so young. An assistant producer, then? He's pretty, too. He really is pretty. Yeah, what is the deal with his pants? Anyway, I love him. I'll leave the documents right here. Oh, let me make some tea as well. I found myself wondering whether he had some foreign heritage. His face had an ethereal quality that made him seem like a fairy from somewhere beyond Japan. Okay, so maybe Makino's our dad, and this is not his actual son. Just throwing it out there.
Now, hold it right there!
Another CG, but this time he's got him in a headlock. Oh god. What?
Don't you what me? Did you think you'd worm your way out of meeting strangers that easily? The tea can wait.
He's got the fairy in a headlock. I like how we're calling him a fairy.
When you meet someone new, you introduce yourself, then you shake hands, followed by a hug. Every adult should know that.
What country? Also, I'm still a student.
Now, what kind of man makes excuses like that? I remember when you used to have a blast riding on my shoulders.
Stop dredging up those awful memories. Professor? I'm getting deja vu. How curious. So am I.
Alright, Missy. This kid's name's Harumi Makino. He's Mr. Makino's son, and he'll be helping out on set as the director's assistant. He's a college student like you. I'd say you're in the same boat.
Huh? Oh, that's true. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Spacey Ueda. His little face is so cute. Hello.
Harumi still has a lot to learn. I hope you'll get along as fellow assistants.
Yes, of course. He still has a lot to learn. He's shy boy. Leave him alone. I so far love all of our characters that we've met. Like, this is, like, we're gonna sit down at our meeting, but I have a feeling the meeting might go a little bit long, so since we're a little under time, but we're roughly about an hour, so I think I'm going to stop here. I'm also freaking starving. I'm so hungry. Setting up and everything, because I recorded these last two, the first part and this one back to back. But like, setting that up and recording it and doing everything took so much longer than... I always think it's going to go faster than it does. But anyway, so I am starving to death and I need food. So we're going to wrap it up just a teensy bit early. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.